All right, guys, wanted to do another video, just basically cleaning the garage, and I figured I'd take out all the first generation MV Agusta F4 models. So let's go through them, starting with the earliest one. They're actually not in chronological order, but we'll start with the earliest one. This is the F4 Oro 750cc. This is essentially the first bike that MV did in the late 90s when the company was kind of resurrected. Very, very special bike. I mean, every part on this bike is carbon fiber, including the gas tank. The only thing that is not carbon fiber is actually the mirrors. You have the magnesium swing arm, magnesium frame. I mean, very special bike. It's crazy to imagine this bike, if I remember correctly, was something like $45,000 in the late 90s when it was first released, and it sold out immediately, even before it actually came on the market. You know, everything was pre-sold. Next, we have the 2007 F4 1000 Senna, one of 300 as well. Like I said, very special bike in the memory of Aerton Senna, one of my favorite bikes to ride. This is actually my third Senna. I sold my first one, regretted it, had a chance to buy a second one, sold down one at some point, and was lucky enough to find this one. Safe to say this one's not going anywhere. Next, we have the 2005 Tamburini. Massimo Tamburini essentially is the person responsible for designing the Ducati 916. Later on, he moved to MV Agusta and he designed the F4. I mean, it's arguably one of the best looking, in my opinion, probably the best looking bike ever designed. That's why a lot of people refer to MV Agusta as motorcycle art. Check out the exposed carbon. Very cool bike. I love the colors on it. Also one of 300. And like I said, this is the 2005 model. Love the gold wheels, exposed carbon, red seat. Very, very cool. Next, we have the 2005 also F4Ago, short for Agostini. If you guys know, Jiacomo Agostini is the most winningest rider on MV Agusta. He's got something like, I don't even know how many victories, but a ton of victories. So obviously he's been a big ambassador of MV Agusta ever since back in the day up until this days, and they designed a bike for him. Very cool bike. Love this one as well. Quad exhaust on all the bikes looks absolutely amazing. And last but not least, we have the 2006 CC, or Claudio Castiglioni. He was the president of MV Agusta, and he decided to design a bike with the help of Tamburini that basically is going to be a personal bike for himself, best of the best of all the parts. Once the bike was actually finished, he said like, whoa, this thing is absolutely amazing, and he wanted to create essentially 99 more bikes for customers. That's why this bike was one of only 100 made. Also exposed carbon, if you guys can see, top of the line of every single part from the racing development racing program that MV Agusta had at the time. It's lighter than all the other bikes, and it's the most powerful one. I believe also it's the first production bike to be 200 horsepower to the motor with the race exhaust and race ECU. This bike at the time in 2006 was 100,000 euros, which was equivalent to about $125,000 at the time. Very, very special bike. It was extremely difficult to find one to add to the collection, and as you can imagine, it was very, very pricey, but you know, luckily I was able to find one and add it to the collection. They don't come on the market very often. Like I said, it's only 100 of them being made. Very special bike. If you ask me which one is my favorite, it's impossible to have one because they're all so different, all so special. And you know, luckily I was able to find all of them and add them into my collection. I'm thinking about doing maybe like a little series of like 5-6 episodes, basically more details on each individual bike, kind of go into you know, what makes them special, the difference between each one. If you guys are interested in listening to or watching something like that, please comment below. Comment below also which one is your favorite, and if you have any of those bikes yourselves, what your experience has been with them. Looking forward to your comments. Appreciate you guys watching these videos. Make sure to follow and hit that like button. Stay tuned for more.